Hi, I'm Heather Martin and welcome to my home. Hello, I'm Heather Martin. Welcome to my historic home in Petersburg, Virginia. I'm the founder and principal designer at Metta Home. I started Metta Home with the intention that spaces should nurture you just like we nurture everyone else. So now I bring this same intentionality into every space that I design, layering textures and history and the story to create environments that feel elevated and deeply personal. Because part of this home was built in 1831, which is where we are, preserving the historic character was essential here, especially when it came to the windows. So the entry and the living room needed a little bit extra love and attention. The entry hall, I didn't want to cover these beautiful windows with curtains, but I also wanted them to be a workhorse. The stairwell cuts across the glass of the window in a way that curtain panels wouldn't be appropriate. So I instead opted for the 2 pages Roman shades. We also have a lot of art pieces from our friends here in Petersburg. We display them here in this entry hall, and the cool thing about it is that's gonna set the tone for the rest of the house. So welcome to our entry hall. And here we are in the living room. This is the place that we start and end our day. It is a nice representation again of collective and intentional things. For example, this table full of hands. Hands represents universally meaning connection. So we connect with this space, we connect with one another when we gather in here. It is a true welcoming symbol. And then of course, we have these beautiful curtain panels, the Liz collection by 2 pages. It is a natural, warm, and very inviting, but also helps with when I switch out furniture. I'm constantly moving pieces, art, and furniture pieces. So I wanted it to frame the windows. They're very historic, and I also wanted to be one of those things that worked a double job. So to frame the window, but also help with insulation, given that these are old and historic windows. And then I have another collection to share with you. These Russian crafts are hand painted and they're very detailed, intricate. They've been passed down to me from my great uncle who collected them, and over time I've incorporated them in my design. Also purchased some in my travels throughout the world. And here we are in the kitchen. Again, this is a space that we wanted to encompass the whole first floor and make it more of a living space than a utilitarian kitchen. My vision here was to make the kitchen feel like an extension of our living space, warm and collected and truly lived in. So we have a place that we can relax. And we incorporated the 2 pages cafe curtains in a beautiful natural linen so that we could close it off for some privacy, but still yet get the light that comes from all of these windows and create a very intimate setting in here. If I were going to describe my style in one sentence, it would be a combination of curated and collected with a soulful approach. I usually find inspiration from, most importantly, the folks that I design for, and historic homes, which is a big one for me, travel, textiles, and also what holds and how a space can help someone feel like themselves. What I learned from this project is designing for yourself is extremely hard. I had one other person to think about, and that was my husband. Thankfully, he trusts my design style. But the hardest part is knowing that when everyone comes into my home, they're constantly looking around knowing that I'm a designer. So I needed to make sure that Yes, the space works for our lifestyle, but it also showcases my design sense. Thanks for visiting. I hope that this visit will give you some inspiration in how to incorporate one of the foundations of design, and that is window coverings.